But 29 yesterday, he looks so fluent, and he's got that injury, but doesn't seem to have hampered him at all.
No, it hasn't. You know, I started to think, and this is with respect to all our other batsmen, but he on talent alone is our best batsman here in Sri Lanka. The way he picks length, his hands, the positions he makes, his tempo at the crease, the way he runs between the wickets, everything just says champion player. It's up to myself and Grant Flower, the Sri Lankan batting coach, to make him turn those numbers into numbers that are pretty serious in terms of international cricket. He should be averaging in the top 40s in all forms.
It's fair to say he should be scoring more runs, right, with the talent he's got.
He should be. He knows that, and I've got a feeling that that graph is going to continually go upwards from here.
Now, a change yesterday was also the addition of Brendan Taylor, who picked up the Man of the Match award. He swept early. That was the shot he played. He could have brought out a broom, actually, when he first arrived.
He could have, and that's his go-to shot. He plays very, very well in these conditions. Sweep, reverse sweep. He's got the whole package. He's a very, very good player and has added another dimension to the Kandy Tuskers batting. If you think of Gurbaz, Kusal Janath Pereira, Kusal Mendes, and then Brendan Taylor, that's a pretty steady top four.
How different do you expect this track to be from yesterday?
I think it's going to be a little bit slower. It's a second game. On the evidence of game one, you would probably say that's true. I think the ball might just stick just a little bit more. I think it's going to be slightly lower scores than we've seen.
One thing that was pleasing for the Tuskers also was to see after a couple of ordinary games, actually, the good fight back from the bowling unit.
Yeah, I thought the bowling unit was great, and it's often understated. I thought Nuwan Pradeep at the death, you know, his execution of his Yorkers were really good. Sometimes his figures don't give you a good all-round picture, but I thought his execution was very, very well. Naveen Al-Haq, we saw a little bit of aggression from him yesterday, but I thought he also bowled really well at the back end, and I thought Dilron Pereira in the middle was sublime.
Okay, well, we want to find out a little bit more about Naveen Al-Haq. Let's hear what he's got to say.
A feisty character, Naveen Ul-Haq. Great game yesterday for the Kandy Tuskers.
Yeah, it was a good game. We had been losing two close games. It was a must-win game for us to get the confidence back and get the first points on the table for Kandy.
And aggression, that seems to be your way with the bowling and your body language. Does that really help you?
Yeah, I think every fast bowler needs to have that aggression in themselves. That can help them in their bowling and in their focus. This is the main thing for me.
Even aggression against other fast bowlers like we saw yesterday?
Yeah, sometimes in the heat of the moment these things happen in the field.
But then the senior player, Shahid Afridi, he put an arm around your shoulder. Anything you can tell us about the advice that came from him?
Yeah, he basically said what was going through there. So I said it was from both sides, not only from my side. Then he was saying it can be on the field, but just take it off when the match is over. I said, yeah, it's cool with us.
It was good to watch though, but what has been good to watch is how you've improved through the tournament. Can you tell us how you've been settling in?
Well, yeah, since I came here, I didn't had much practice, this COVID things and this restriction thing. So the first two games I was assessing the pitch and the condition. Then I got an idea to where to bowl, what should be my strength and what should be my go-to deliveries. So basically on that, I have changed my plans through the tournament.
Quick turnaround, back-to-back games. What can we expect from the Kandy Tuskers in the game coming up?
Well, yeah, all the momentum is with us, and inshallah we will do our best and keep the momentum, and hopefully we can win some games back-to-back.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think he made a real difference to things yesterday, and it's nice it's comforting to have someone at the death that a captain can trust.
Yeah, I think he hit the bat hard. He executed quite well. Him and Nuwan Pradeep bowled particularly well in tandem at the back end. He did a hell of a job for them.
So just touching on the aggression side of things, and I'm glad we got the explanation as well as to what was happening with he and Afridi as well. But your view as coach of Sri Lanka, I mean, what is your view about the aggression in the middle?
Oh, look, I think it's all about body language, and I think it's about projecting a body language that we're not going to get trampled over. We're here to do our job, and we're going to do our job well. I don't like it when it starts getting to the verbals and starts getting into personal stuff. I don't think that's got any any place on a cricket field, but certainly the aggression and the little bit of niggle, that's perfect. I enjoy seeing that because I think it just adds to the game and adds to the performance of the cricketers.
Okay. All right, there you go. Thanks, Mickey. Thanks very much for your views. One thing that, of course, the Stallions are going to have to work on a little bit. They've had a couple of 90s so far in this tournament, so some of the other batsmen are going to have to get stuck in and assist the likes of Pereira and also Visca Fernando. Time for a break. When we come back, we've got live action.
The series is lost, but the pride is not. Will Team India bounce back?
My daughter's very worried that I might have
Hello, guys.
virus.
It's not diverticulitis, it's COVID. People are dying, and we can't help them.
I want this to be over.
Sony Live brings you unlimited gaming fun with more than 53 games. Crush other players in exciting live matches and win massive cash prizes worth lakhs of rupees. Ready to win? Download the Sony Live app now.
The return of the most dramatically lit show in history.
I just want to have one moment where somebody thinks he's not just a pretty face.
Another celebrity gets in the hot seat, so join us.
You told me these questions weren't going to be misleading.
They lied.
Hey,
Yes,
Am I right?
you are right.
Arshad Shantilal Mehta.
Big bull.
Man of integrity.
Arshad is a hero.
Fraud.
Arshad Mehta है कौन?
शेयर मार्केट इतना गहरा कुआं है जो पूरे देश की पैसे की प्यास बुझा सकता है और मैं इस कुआं में डुबकी लगाना चाहता हूं। देखो मैं सिगरेट नहीं पीता पर जेब में लाइटर जरूर रखता हूं धमाका करने के लिए।
अगर तुझे इतना सारा पैसा मिले तो क्या करेगी?
तुझे छोड़ के भाग जा।
पैसे राहुल के पास है। राहुल को पकड़ सकते हैं हम। तुम कौन मैं? हाँ तुम, बस तुम। उफ़। अपना रंग है हिंदुस्तान, निकले नीला अपना रंग है हिंदुस्तान। The entire stadium will be covered with cricket's true color. When men in blue lock horns with their fiercest rival Australia, fans will cheer the loudest for them. India Tour of Australia Earth ODI tomorrow, 8 AM onwards, only on Sony Sports channels.
हेड और टेल्स ही देखते रहोगे कि अपनी टीम भी बनाओ। माई 11 सर्कल पे अपनी टीम बनाओ और मुझे हराओ। खुद को चैंप समझते हो तो प्ले विद चैंपियंस। डाउनलोड माई 11 सर्कल ऐप नाउ।
LANKA Premier League 2020. Win together.
A very good evening and a warm welcome to the Mahinda Rajapaksa International Cricket Stadium in Hambantota. It is the My 11 Circle Lanka Premier League. A big game, Jaffna Stallions riding the crest of the wave. And Kandy Tuskers, they got off the mark. At the toss, Jaffna Stallions winning the toss and they just decided to bat first. They were pretty unanimous about it. And looking at the two teams, well, this is first Jaffna Stallions, full of international experience with Lakmal coming in for Binro Fernando, whilst the Kandy Tuskers, they're going in with an unchanged team again. Look at the star-studded lineup. All of them have played there for their respective country.
People are dying, and we can't help them.
I want this.
Live brings you unlimited gaming fun with more than 50 free games. Play solo and challenge yourself.
Normally, so to speak, from what we've seen in previous matches, maybe this team as well taking a little bit of inspiration, the Jaffna Stallions, from what transpired there. Dabula Viking winning the toss, electing to bat first. Here again, Jaffna Stallions winning the toss, electing to bat first. Something we've rarely seen in this tournament. Batting teams going on to win matches.
And also, well, we've given the stat that the team that won the toss didn't win. The first game was a tie, a super over, but I think the hoodoo was broken.
Yeah, I think so. And I think in these conditions where the wicket just slows up just a little bit, spin coming more into the game, it's beneficial to have runs on the board because you can build the pressure. And we certainly saw that in the first game where Dambulla Viking used their spinners particularly well. I'm excited to see our Kandy Tuskers back up here because I think they found their mojo yesterday.
Yeah, the other thing is if you look at the two sides, it tells you how balanced they are. They're able to cope with any condition. They got good seam, batting, plenty of spin bowling options from both sides. Man, yeah, it's going to be a very exciting contest. Jaffna Stallions, obviously, the stronger of the two teams coming into this, considering the way on the back of what they're coming in. They won games. Pereira has been in outstanding form. On the other hand, Kandy Tuskers have been a bit unfortunate. And finally getting over the line. Vinod Bhanuka, fledgling career for this young player coming through from Kurunegala. And Munaf Patel, plenty of experience there.
The other thing I'd like to say about the Jaffna Stallions team, when I look at teams in T20 tournaments, you look to see teams and if they're adept at batting first, posting good totals, and also chasing, which is an important part of any T20 team. If you have ambitions of lifting a title, you don't want to be one-dimensional. When you look at the previous two matches played by the Jaffna Stallions, they chased in that first game, got to 176 and won against Gaul, and then they batted first and won as well. So versatility, character, experience, so crucial, essential ingredients in any T20 side. I'm also really looking forward to see how Vishka Fernando backs up. Excellent in game one, missed out yesterday. Hopefully he's got something for us tonight.
Munaf Patel starting off with a wide down the leg side. Not the best start. In this My 11 Circle LANKA Premier League.
Got an early wicket. Gold. Freebie. Wicket nonetheless. Hitting a good length there. And for the Kandy Tuskers, we know Dale Staines in the country. He sees in quarantine in the hotel. So he will be a massive addition to this Kandy Tuskers attack.
Well, Kandy Tuskers match that Munaf Patel against Dale Staines. First runs off the bat. Vishka Fernando is on the way.
Of course, it's the inaugural My 11 Circle LANKA Premier League, and Mikiata, I'd like you to put your coaching cap on. What I've seen is an analyst aligned with one of the franchise team here at the venue, and I'm not sure if it's consistent across all of the 5 franchise teams, because I think in T20 cricket, analytics are so crucial in terms of matchups, things that coaches and players and captains on those things to help them outcomes on the field.
Oh, that's not good fielding. This has been one area that we've seen, maybe with the exception today with double Viking. Generally, we found the fielding a little bit below par.
It has been below par, and that's been disappointing. I think, without wanting to make any excuses, the guys were wrapped up in quarantine and hadn't played for a period of time. I expect it to get better and better. Just to go back to your point, Darren, it's a really good point. And I think in white ball cricket, the analyst is becoming such an important part of your management team now, in terms of matchup selections, etc. As we see Mullah Patel hitting a good length there. It's something that filtering all your players, but in that information, if you find one or two little gold nuggets, then it couldn't be the difference in terms of your selection or the way, or your matchups in terms of getting you a positive result. We've just employed a guy in our brain center, Prad, who's top draw and out to another level.
तो जमीन उतार बोल ठीक हो जो पाले उतार
They would strike rates against pace, hence Dilron Pereira coming on and bowling the first over to Vishka, and that for the people out.
Avishka would get out to, or wouldn't score runs, or would bowl dot balls. Develop.
They use it as a guide because many times as that are different would apply different approaches.
It's always the case, isn't it? You get historical data, anything you do, get history, then you match. Down the track. Milindra Sirivardhana found that out yesterday. But the boundary to my championship.
Very good shot that from Manu Banuka. Down the wicket, hit it with the spin. They would be thinking as a partnership, we want Manu Banuka facing Dilron Pereira because with the ball just slightly deviating away, it'll be easier for him to free up his main.
Could become your weak. We saw Dilron Pereira do that in the last match. Invite and entice the boundary and the use of the feet, and then pulled it back a bit and imparted a little more turn on the ball.
चौरंगी स्टॉप कौन सी है? तीसरा स्टॉप. थैंक यू. खुद को अगर तुझे इतना सारा पैसा मिले तो क्या करेगी?
तुझे छोड़ के भाग जा.
पैसे राहुल के पास. राहुल को पकड़ सकते हैं हम. कौन मैं? हाँ तुम. बस तुम.
My daughter's very worried that I might have this. It's COVID. Help them.
Over. The return of 6.
Mullah Patel continues. The strategy of the Tuskers were to try and bowl him through. He just bowled one spell and those 3 overs, he didn't come back. So just making sure that you get the best out of him in that power play using his experience. And then it was up to the spinners to try and strangle. So short fine leg, short third man. It's mid-wicket and backward square leg. Those are the 2 fielders that are outside the 30-yard circle.